Welcome to this week's Dunlop Motorcycle Tires Track Conditions Report. I'm here with the six-time champion and Dunlop's own Brock Glover. Brock, it is cold. I got my mechanics wear gloves on. My lips are frozen. I can't talk. It's 35 degrees right out here. It's going to be treacherous. We're a mile up, 5,280 feet here in Denver.
It is going to be tough. I mean, obviously, I'm the one without the jacket on right now, and I am cold. And the first thing that brought to my mind, I mean, you have gloves on, and I don't. My hands are very cold, and I'm standing still. So these guys riding, the modern gloves, the modern riding gear nowadays doesn't offer a whole lot of protections on their hands. So I think it's going to be important these guys try to keep their bodies warm, keep their hands warm. And then, you know, the track is going to be challenging too, because they had it covered in many places. So we got the snow, a lot of people saw the snowstorm that they had, but the whoops look really hard, very, very hard and dry. And I think they're going to get hard packed and slippery. So track's going to be challenging.
The other thing also it's going to be challenging is they're going to have to put some water in, but it's going to get below freezing, so you got to be careful on how much water you put into this surface.
Yeah, well, I've seen the forecast is in the low 20s tonight, so they do have to be very, very careful. I think this is going to be one of the more challenging for the track crew to balance that watering and the dust and keep the ground firm enough to stay compacted, but yet again, not deal with freezing temperatures. So it's a challenge for everybody. We've got, like you mentioned, the mile high in elevation. That's tough to breathe. Physically, it's difficult. The temperatures are cold, and it's just going to be something else. And of course, I think the forecast for Monday is about 75 degrees and sunny, just like it can be in Denver.
Let me ask you this. With the altitude, the tire pressure on the MX-33, because everyone's probably going to be using that, does it go up because of altitude or down?
Well, it does. I mean, with temperatures being very, very cold, and that's one of the reasons we do use nitrogen, because there's no water molecules in nitrogen, so there's not as much fluctuation. But you're going to still have some fluctuation, some climb of the pressure. So, you know, we're going to pay attention to a little bit more here because of the temperature, extreme temperatures. The tires will, you know, just the friction of a tire flexing over the whoops and the jumps and things does add heat, and then that will add a little bit more pressure. So we'll be monitoring a little bit more closely than we would normally have to, but that's what we specialize over at the Dunlop truck.
All right, well, that's it here for your Dunlop Motorcycle Tires Track Conditions Report here in Denver, Colorado.